Well, everyone, the Apple Watch SE 3 and the Apple Watch Series 10 are two very, very good Apple Watches. The SE 3 is the latest and greatest from Apple, where the Series 10 is kind of the last generation flagship, one of the flagships that Apple has made. So let's go and see what the pros and cons are both and to see which one you should go and pick up. Now, if you want to pick up either one of these particular watches, links will be down in the description below. You can get that from there and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, a big thing to remember here between both these watches is that the Series 10 isn't really available brand new anymore. It's available in the used market. The SE3 is available brand new, and it's a newer watch. On the front of the Series 10, you're getting two different sizes, a 42mm size and a 46mm size. The display itself are kind of bigger than what you're getting on the SE3. There's also significantly less bezel on the Series 10, so they're roughly around the same size, but you're getting more, display on it, which is really nice. It's an aluminum or titanium casing, and the panel itself gets up to 2000 nits of peak brightness with a wide-angle L2P03 OLED display, which is amazing. The Apple Watch SE3's panel comes out in smaller sizes, so 40 or 44 millimeters. Now keep in mind, their bands kind of interchange between both, so you can use the same bands on both, but you do get thicker bezels and noticeably thicker bezels on the Apple Watch SE3. So kind of keep that in mind. That's kind of one of the biggest takeaways there. You're also getting only 1000 nits of peak brightness on the Apple Watch SE3, which is like half as much as the Series 10. So if that's a big deal, then that's going to be a big deal to you. But if it's not, then you might be okay with, both of these. They both have kind of the same structure, the same bands, everything like that. But the Series 10 definitely feels like more of a flagship. You're also getting more colors that you can choose from the Series 10, which is also kind of like another cool, asset for the Apple Watch Series 10, where the SE3 only gives you like two different colors to choose from. Now, the SE3 brand new costs about $300 for the GPS Plus Cell model or $249 for the GPS model. The Series 10, it's not really going to cost those exact prices. It could be more or less depending on which model you get in the used market or the certified refurbished market. So keep that in mind. Now the Series 10 gives you two big features or three big features over the SE3. You're getting hypertension notifications, an ECG app, and a blood oxygen application on the Series 10. The SE3 still has heart rate notifications and things like that. You're also getting sleep tracking and sleep scores on both, temperature sensing on both, vital lab tracking on both. You do get a sort of, water resistance on both as well, which is really nice. And you're still getting like a really good capable watch between both. They both share the same chipset as well. So the S10 chipset inside, you're getting basically the same wrist flick gesture, double tap gesture, up to 18 hours of, battery charge on both as well. However, you do get 5G capability on the Apple Watch SE3, which is a very interesting thing because that one giving you 5G, that's different than what some of these other watches are giving you. So I do feel like that right there is kind of a big thing. And if you're going to go through and pick up a watch, that right there is kind of one of those interesting things. So in my opinion, I definitely do think an Apple Watch SE3 from an availability standpoint would probably make some sense to buy because you can go into the Apple Store and buy it. But I will still say if you're in the market, buying something like an Apple Watch Series 10 is going to feel like more of a flagship. It's going to feel like a better type of watch. And that's the one I'd probably recommend more people to basically buy. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.